Hello and welcome to Amazing Milestones, a new web series designed to provide you with expert advice and pertinent information for everything baby. My name is Tara and I'll be your host, and together we're going to explore subjects ranging from developmental milestones, your first trip with your baby, starting solids, and a whole lot more. And I am particularly excited because I'm currently 26 weeks pregnant with my first baby. So I'm reading the literature, I've joined parenting forums online, I keep track of the leading mommy blogs, I love those. I started a prenatal class. I guess you could say I just can't get enough, but really I just want to know as much as possible and be as prepared as possible to do all I can to help my little one reach those important milestones, and that's exactly what the Enfamil series is all about. So let's get started. Today we're going to talk about nutrition. Now, whether you're pregnant like me or whether you've already given birth, nutrition is most likely a really big priority, if not the priority for you right now. And you know, we need so many nutrients. We need calcium, fiber, folic acid, really important, iron. But what about DHA, otherwise known as omega-3 fatty acids? So today we are going to find out just what the big deal is with these fatty acids, and to help us do that we're going to meet Lorraine. She is a registered dietitian with lots of experience in regards to prenatal and pediatric nutrition. Let's go. Hi Lorraine, thank you for taking some time to meet with me today. I guess my first question is simply, what is DHA?
So DHA stands for docosahexaenoic acid, and it's a type of omega-3 fat that's naturally found in breast milk, as well as some types of fish and shellfish.
And what are the benefits of DHA, and why are they so important to the development of the baby?
DHA is important for the development of the baby because it helps to support normal brain and eye development in the womb during the last trimester of pregnancy, and then once the baby is born up to 2 years of age, the development of the brain and the eye is very rapid. So a good supply of DHA is needed during this time to support this growth.
Well, speaking of an adequate supply, how much should an expectant and nursing mother be getting each day?
So currently, there's no dietary reference intake that has been established for DHA. However, despite this, experts in lipid nutrition have recommended an intake of 200 milligrams per day for pregnant and breastfeeding women.
Where do I get these 200 milligrams? What foods are rich in DHA?
So certain types of fish and shellfish contain high levels of DHA, but are also low in mercury. Some of examples of these are mackerel, salmon, herring, rainbow trout, also canned light tuna, and shrimp.
And should expectant and nursing moms be taking a supplement?
So as found in Canada's food guide, in the meat and alternatives food group, one of the recommendations is to eat at least 2 food guide servings of fish each week. If mom is unable to eat fish or doesn't like fish, it would be important to speak to your doctor about whether or not you should be taking a supplement.
All right, that's great to know. What about when the baby's born? What are the best sources of DHA for children, and what can I do as a mom to make sure that my baby's getting sufficient DHA?
So in the womb, the baby will get DHA from the mom, from the food that she eats, and then once the baby is born, breastfed babies will get DHA from the breast milk, from the food that mom eats. If you're formula feeding, it's important to note that not all formulas in Canada contain DHA, and the ones that do, not all of them contain an expert recommended level of DHA. So experts such as Dietitians of Canada recommend that babies that are not breastfed receive a formula that contains at least 0.2% DHA of total fatty acids. If you're looking to feed your baby with infant formula, look for an infant formula that contains DHA. On the label, it will be listed as docosahexaenoic acid. If your baby is on solids, you can give him DHA by feeding him fatty fish. Just make sure that the texture is appropriate for the age of your baby. Also, if you're concerned that your baby might not be getting enough DHA, speak to your doctor.
Okay, I'll do that. Well, that's a lot of really interesting and very important information. Thank you, Lorraine, for sharing your knowledge. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming in, Tara.
Thank you. Well, I don't know about you, but I am definitely having salmon for dinner tonight. Now, if you're not getting enough DHA, now is the time to add some fish to your grocery list. And that's it for today's episode. Join us next time for tips on traveling with your baby to make sure you have a safe and wonderful first holiday together. See you then.